Hello everyone, it's Nick here again, and we're looking at Lombard RAC Rally on the Commodore Amiga, published by Mandarin Software in 1988, and as you guessed, it's a rally racing game, developed by Red Rat Software, not Red Bull or anyone. It also come out on the Atari ST and MS-DOS. Now, you know, this game reminds me a little bit the way it moves like Test Drive 2, but you'll soon see what I mean. There's an option to do a full Lombard RAC Rally, but before I can do that I have to get sufficient times in all the legs underneath there. Quite exotic locations. You got Harrogate, Telford, the beautiful Carlisle. We'll go into a quiz here. This is where you can get extra money to buy upgrades for your car. I don't know the answer to any of these, so I'll just guess any old crap. Do you know it? But this is just a sideline really. Most of the game is rallying. Now when you see this it'll look quite basic if you haven't seen the game before, but it's I would say it's a bit of a classic really. I prefer Test Drive 2, which I just mentioned, but this is okay, but it's not perfect either. It's got a few flaws, but it has got a bit of character. If you've got no experience in playing this and now looking back, you'll think it's goddamn awful, but it plays not too badly. Here we go! Yes, it does look basic, but 1988. Now, the one weird thing, this camera view is a bit unique. It feels like you're driving the car from the back seat. Yes, bit strange. There's no automatic gears option, so we're doing manual gears here. My map reader on the left, I don't know how he's sitting in that seat. He's very slouched. I think he might be laying down completely. I'll take my time this first go going around here, but if you're following the map, you'll see it isn't very accurate. Sometimes you'll get a very sharp right or left bend on the map, and it only kinks ever so slightly, so you can only use that for a rough reference. But I do like the engine sounds. Very similar to Test Drive 2, as I mentioned. I don't know if Mandarin Software's got any links to Accolade, but it's uncanny the way this moves. Sky's the same colour as well. So we're heading towards the mountains. Are there any mountains in Harrogate? I'm not quite sure about that, but there's a lot of mountains in the distance. Maybe there's some in Telford. You geography experts will be able to tell me what is the mountain range between Harrogate and Telford? There ain't one, is there? Yeah, there's no skiing in Harrogate or Telford or Carlisle for that matter. But let's just speed along. Now, I wouldn't have minded a distance-ometer ticking down to see where we get to the end, but you can't have everything. Each stage consists of 3 different legs. Occasionally we might come up against, oops, a bit off the road there, and I've crashed into a tree. Occasionally we might come up to another competitor, but it doesn't happen very often. No oncoming traffic of course, because this is just rallying. The good old 80s. So we're driving this car from the back seat. And here's the finish. It will slow down a bit like if you was pulling up for gas in the Test Drive game. Now there is a stage in this that looks very like the first Test Drive game, but we'll cut it there. 2 minutes 6. Now that isn't very good. I've been taking my time.
2, 1, go!
Go! So you can see the stages are quite quick in loading. They are a little bit varied, so we're on some sort of dirt track now. But you can't see much of the road at any time, so you have to use that map as a rough guidance. But you keen observers here will see how much of the actual screen is this game actually taking up when you just look at the road bit. There's a competitor. Not much at all. Now this is how it would have looked on well, more or less because we're on a widescreen here, but this is how it would have looked on a normal television on the Commodore Amiga. It didn't take up the whole screen, and then you've got the windscreen within that, so before you know it you're only using up, what, a quarter of the screen at most, just for the driving bit. But having said that, you can get absorbed into the game, and although it doesn't look too much, it is quite good fun. You'll have to play it to believe me. I quite like this game. Oops-a-daisy, I've crashed again. But it is proper retro stuff. It'd have no chance. Oh, there goes a competitor again. You stand no chance up against normal games of today. Lombard RAC Rally. Now we will come at some point to Celica Rally. I think it's Celica Toyota Rally. See how that compares to this one. And again, we're at the end. I think you get a penalty for every time you crash as well. But the option, well, the idea is to get the top time, so you get the most money, so you can upgrade your car or repair your car and stuff. There we go. So that's 2 legs done. 1 more leg and then we're at the end. And it's a pesky night stage.
1, go.
Now this is a nice touch. I always like it when racing games do a night stage or high weather stage. I don't think there are any weather conditions in this, but I do like the way it's gone dark. So we have to keep our wits about us here. But despite what that map says, I don't think there's going to be any tight real bends. Just need to keep our wits about us. We've got some good headlights going forward. There's no wildlife going to run on. Whee! And you do get a bit of a feeling of undulation. I'm getting a bit seasick here. I do feel like I'm going up and down. So that's not bad on a flat screen. So it's 1 there. Oops. It's 1 there tricking your mind that you're actually in a rally car. Right. I can see on the dashboard my total time ticking up, 4:26, and on the map there is my stage time ticking up. So that's good as well. Get out of the way, competitor. Collision detection's pretty rubbish. So you do, when overtaking that car, you do have to give it a bit of a wide berth. And if you're in the wrong gear, like I am many times on this first bit, the car is very slow to accelerate. I don't think you can over-rev it, so you can't explode the engine to my knowledge. Right, let's try and get past this bloke this time. If it is a bloke, it might be a lady. Come on. Yeah, right, I'm past him. Let's hopefully get some distance. Now, the map says we're going around a slight bend here, but it does look pretty straight. Lots of trees by the side. No spectators watching us like you'd have in normal rallies. And this is the end of stage 3. Yeah, I could probably be a bit more aggressive. I slowed down quite a lot around some of the corners where I could have stayed in top gear. 141. Yes, okay. Unplaced, that's rubbish. I think it's crashed. I can't type in my name. It has crashed. Maybe I've got to click something. Right, hello again. We're back. It did crash that time. Let's do another stage. Let's do the amazing Harrogate to Carlisle. It's almost as glamorous as Monte Carlo. Apologies if you live in Harrogate and Carlisle. I've got nothing against you, but it's just a weird place to have a race.
3, 2, 1, go.
Go! This does look a bit similar to the first one, but I think we go up in the mountains on our way to Carlisle, which is a bit weird. You know, if they're going to put an exotic stage in it, why? I don't know. Is the Lombard RAC Rally round Harrogate, Telford, and Carlisle? Is it? Maybe. God, I'm in the wrong gear here. The car's poodling along. This is like a knackered Vauxhall Allegro. The Lombard RAC Rally. Right, I can be a bit more aggressive around corners, but I lost heaps of time there. Let's try and decelerate less, because the car... I'll say the car handling is good. It does feel a bit weird. It's not like a real car, that's for sure. Look at this retro goodness. You might be watching this and not sure why I'm praising this game, saying what's Nick going on about? But you know, I've got the nostalgia factor going on here. Lovely game. It got great reception at the time. I think the magazines generally like this. 1 minute, that's a bit better.
3,
Test Drive 1, anyone?
go.
It is Test Drive 1. Look, to the left you've got the brown mountain, you've got the sky there, and you've got the road. It could be Test Drive. It's definitely not Carlisle anyway. Some rocks there, I want to avoid those. Here we go. Oops, that was the Test Drive 1 music. Lombard. Right, okay. I think stage 2 and 3 are both in the mountains. We can't drive off the mountain because those pillars there, those stone pillars, stop us from doing that. So that's one advantage. So we're not going to fall to our deaths 10,000 feet or whatever. It's cut on the inside. As I said, no oncoming traffic to worry about, so that's pretty good. No swamps or anything in this that I'm aware of either. Would have been nice to have a scenery disc, because there were 2 discs on this. I think one's the main game, the other is the scenery. Cool, that engine's revving a bit. If you know if there was any scenery discs to this, let me know, because I'll have to track them down. But it is crying out. It seems like you should be able to have a scenery disc. The game engine's pretty similar. Come, let's just floor it. We can do this thing. We're near the end anyway. Here is the end. Yeah, that map's totally wrong, as my co-pilot's lying down horizontally. Perhaps he is dead. Wake up! 134. Right, this is the final stage in the mountains.
Go.
Let's hope I come first. Right, here we go. So, got a sharp... Well, that wasn't that sharp. Now, follow the map now and see how accurate it is to the actual road. And then you can give it a mark on its accuracy. So this is a straight here. I don't know where that bend was. It weren't on the map. Oh, felt that. I think I lost my front bumper. Right, now we're curving round to the left according to the map. Are we? Well, no. Sort of. A very, very gentle curve. We're on a long straight. Does the map have a long straight? Well, a little bit. And then we're coming up to a tight left corner, it seems by the map. There's the left. Well, it was, but not what the map says. Here we go. Anyway, let's forget about the accuracy. Let's just have a bit of fun. Floor it, Plejo. Nice, sponsored by Ford there on my race helmet. I think a version of this did come out on the Atari 8-bit systems, maybe, or the NES, but it was like called something else. I'm not quite sure what it was. Is this going to be good enough for first place? I hope so. Fingers crossed, it's certainly deserved. I'll be having another few goes at this, I think, afterwards. Not sure why it crashed before. Don't take that against the game, it's probably my copy. Here we go. Yes, look at that. Position first. Prize £80. And some rather feeble clapping. But thanks everyone. Hooray, I've done it. First place, I've cracked it. You have the best time. And it seems to have crashed again. I can't type in my name. Oh well. Good game nonetheless. I hope you liked having a look at that one. That was a Lombard RAC Rally, which I think I mentioned at least 3 times, on the Commodore Amiga, published by Mandarin Software back in 1988. Thanks for watching as always. Please remember to rate, comment and subscribe. That's always most welcome. Until next time, take good care of yourself and goodbye.
Goodbye.